Ready to go back to school in style and creativity? Me too. I'm Daisy, and in today's video, I'm going to show you 10 super easy and very cute ideas to personalize school items using an XTool laser machine, along with other XTool products and more. Perfect for students, teachers, organized moms, or to sell as part of your creative business. Also, you will find chapters in the video description in case you want to jump directly to the one you're most interested in. Stay with me because there are useful, creative, and colorful ideas. You are going to love them. From backpack accessories to very cute details for lunchboxes and much more. So, without further ado, let's get started. And we'll start with one of my favorite projects that is super easy. Some cute personalized backpack tags. For this project, I'm going to be using this painted wood from the XTool brand, which I love because it already comes painted and ready to cut or engrave without the need to apply paint. It's super easy. Look at how beautiful the colors are in this pack. You can choose the ones you like the most or the ones that best fit your kids or client style. Down in the description of this video, I'll leave you the direct link in case you want to try it. Now we're going to place a sheet of this painted wood directly on the work area of our XTool machine. The templates I'm going to use to make these backpack tags can be downloaded completely free from my blog. I'll leave you the direct link here in the description of this video so you have them handy. Once you download the file to your computer, we'll simply import it to the XTool Creative Space program. I'll quickly show you how to upload the design so you can do the same process with all other projects. Press this image icon in the upper left corner, open the folder where you have your design, select it, and open it. The designs are in SVG format and come in layers. Here we have to select the layers and set them to either cut or engrave. For example, here the purple layer is cut and the black layer is engraved. Now quickly I'll show you. Here where it says process or base, we select this if we are going to process the cut using the base. If we are going to customize a tumbler, we select the roller, the rotary attachment. If we are going to use the chalk, we'll select this one. If we're going to do a print and cut, we select here, and so on. I'm showing you this quickly so we can apply it to the following projects. Now, if we are going to cut, we'll place the triangular prism and select here where it says triangular prism if we place them under the material. If not, we leave them at no. Then we'll select the material here. There's a wide variety of materials we can choose from. We select according to the material we're going to cut or engrave. Then we'll select if we're going to mark, engrave, or cut. And if we select the material above, the program will give us the automatic parameters. Now we're going to place the design in the work area. I'm going to place it in the upper right corner to avoid wasting material since we're going to use this board for other projects. As you can see, this design has two layers, the black layer which will be engraved and the purple layer which will be cut. Here we'll select process on metal base, which is the first one. Then go to the upper right corner and select the material. I'm going to select 3mm basswood. Then I'll select the purple layer and set it to cut and the black layer to engrave. And since I'm going to cut, I placed the triangular prisms under the wood. So I'll select triangular prisms. And if everything is ready, we send it to process. Now we're here creating our first back to school project. These tags are going to be very pretty and perfect to put on your kid's backpack or even to sell if you have a craft business. And here it is, already finished. It has a little bit of smoke around it, but don't worry about that. We can clean it with a magic eraser sponge. And that's it. Here we have our personalized tags. Look how cute they turn out. Now that we finished this first project, let's move on to the second. We're going to personalize some magnetic bookmarks. These magnetic bookmarks are also from the XTool brand. These customized magnetic bookmarks turn out super cute. You can personalize them with initials, flowers, butterflies, or even monograms according to your style or the person you're giving them to. They are perfect idea for teachers, friends, or simply to use in your own books or planners. What I love about this set is that it includes a small piece of the same bookmark material that you can use to do a test engraving before working on the final piece, avoiding mistakes or waste. I'll leave you the link to these magnetic bookmarks down in the description of this video in case you want to try them too. I already placed it in the work area. The machine has already taken the photo, and here I have this little flower and an initial that I'm going to put on this magnetic bookmark. Then I'll go to select the material and choose beige to black leather. And since it's a small item, before sending it to engrave, I'll do a framing to see if the engraving will be on top of the material. Once you finish framing it, close the window and we're going to select each layer and make sure they are set to engrave. The parameters were given automatically, and since everything is ready, let's process it. We go to the machine and done. Here we already have a personalized magnetic bookmark that turned out beautiful. Look, here I have several already finished to show you different styles and combinations. I placed them like this in the books. As you can see, besides marking the pages, they also decorate and give a special touch. Remember, I'll leave you the direct link to these bookmarks in the description of this video in case you want to make yours too. This is the third personalized item in our Back to School series. And now we're going to work on a magnetic phone card holder. They are super practical and modern idea. Perfect for teens, teachers, students, in short, for anyone who uses their phone daily. These are also from the XTool brand and come ready to personalize. And as always, I'll leave you the direct link down in the description of this video in case you want to get yours. I already have mine and really loved it. It's very easy to personalize. And today I'm going to add an elegant monogram that gives it a unique and sophisticated touch. We're going to align and center the design on the item using the photo the machine has taken as guide. Then we go to the material option and select magnetic card holders. Then select the design and make sure it's set to engraving mode. Engrave. The machine will give us the automatic parameters. But since it's a small item, it's important to use the framing function to ensure the design is perfectly centered on the item. Once everything is ready, we send it to process. Look, here we have it finished and it turned out very pretty. I engraved a monogram with initial that gives it a very personalized style. Now let's go with the next project. And I love this one because it's useful and at the same time super pretty. We're going to make personalized rulers for kids with fun and colorful designs. These rulers can be easily personalized by adding each child's name, making them perfect for back to school or as a special detail. This way, they also won't lose them because they have their name. The design I'm using, I downloaded it from Creative Fabrica, a platform with a wide variety of templates ideal for laser cutting. I'll leave you the direct link in the description of this video in case you want to explore more options and create your own personalized rulers. To cut these rulers, I am using the same colored wood from the XTool brand that already comes painted and ready to use. I love it because we can reuse every piece of this wooden sheet, making the most out of them. And look how cute the personalized rulers turn out. You can put any name you want. They are divine and perfect for back to school. Now let's move on to the project number 5 in this back to school series. This time I'm going to show you how to create personalized stickers perfect for decorating notebooks, lunch bags, books, backpacks, or any school items you can think of. The first thing we'll do is upload our design to the XTool Creative Space canvas. Once we have the design ready, we select them and go to the top where we press the offset option. Here, we will add an offset around each design. You can do this individually or in a group, whichever you prefer. When you have your design with the offset, you will select the material and choose sticker paper. Then simply press process and click print. When printing, I recommend doing it in photo mode for better quality. If you are using glossy stickers, select the glossy photo paper option. If it's matte sticker paper, select matte photo paper and choose high quality. Also, make sure to set the correct size, in this case, letter size. Once printed, place the sticker paper on the machine's work area, but in this case, we'll use an adhesive mat to secure the material so it doesn't move during cutting. This mat comes included with the XTool machine, so it's super easy to use. Then we go back to the software screen, and now we're going to process the cut. The machine will handle the individual cut, and in a few minutes, you'll have beautiful stickers ready to use. Kids love them, and you can make them with fun images, inspiring phrases, or even personalize them with each child's name. Perfect for back to school. What do you think? Project number 6 is very special and has an emotional touch. We're going to create cardstock notes, either matte or glossy, or you can even use photo paper. I used to use these knots a lot when my son was little. I loved putting them in his lunchbox, and he loved finding them at lunchtime. You can write loving phrases, motivating words, jokes, riddles, or any nice message. The best part is you can personalize them completely to your taste. The ones I'm using in this video, I also downloaded from Creative Fabrica. And just like the stickers, I simply load the files into the program, print them, and then cut them with my XTool machine. And look how pretty they turned out. Your kids will love reading those surprise notes. Also, they are not only for lunchboxes. You can include them in their backpacks if they are going on a trip, vacation, or even for your loved ones as a little gesture of love. Look how pretty they are. Very beautiful, colorful, and fun. Now we move on to project number 7, which is personalized sign for first day of school photos. This beautiful design is also downloaded from Creative Fabrica. I'll leave the link below in the description of this video if you would like to use it. It comes with all the instructions and colors, one for cutting, another one for framing, and the third layer also for cutting. First, I cut the bottom layer with engraving and tracing. Then I made separate cuts with another color. This layer will go on top of the main one we already cut. To glue them, I'm going to use super glue. I also leave you the link in the description. These signs look very pretty. It's perfect for taking photos of your kids' first day of school. You simply write on it with a marker and it can be reusable. You can cut it with whatever design you like best. I made mine with some very pretty flowers, but you can personalize it with the style you prefer. Look how pretty it looks. You can make it for your kids to give as a gift or even as part of your personalized product business. And it's super easy using the wood that already comes painted from XTool. Just like this, project number 8 is going to be a door sign that says Hello First Grade, but you can easily adapt it for any other school grade. This type of sign is perfect to hang on your house door or even on the classroom door at school. I cut the design in layers using different colors, exactly like we did with the previous sign. To make placing the letters easier, the base layer has the traced outline marked, so aligning the cut letters won't be difficult. To glue everything, I used super glue and placed layer by layer, color by color. Once I glued all the colored layers, I added a decorative border that makes it even prettier. On the back, I put a rope so you can hang it easily. The base of the sign is made with unfinished basswood, while the letters and border are made with the painted wood from the XTool. And look how beautiful it turned out. It's a lovely, charming detail to welcome a new school year. Now we move on to the project number 9, and you're going to love this one. It's a personalized fabric bag. To personalize it, we're going to cut heat transfer vinyl, also known as iron-on. And yes, the X-Tool machine also cut vinyl. First, we upload the design to the program just like we have done with the previous project. We separate the layers by color and then select the material, heat transfer vinyl or iron-on. It's very important to cut it in mirror mode, especially when working with text, since this type of vinyl is always cut reversed. On the top bar, you'll find the flip icon. From this project, we'll use the same cutting mat we used earlier with the stickers and cards, as it helps keep the vinyl in place while the machine cuts. Once the layers are cut, we proceed to weave them with tweezers, one by one, removing the excess vinyl around the design. Once all the layers are ready, we move on to transfer them to the fabric bag. For that, we will need a heat press. First, we place the bag in the heat press and press it for about 10 seconds just to remove any wrinkles. Then we start transferring layer by layer. I'll start with the black layer, which is the tracing, and cut it using puff or 3D heat transfer vinyl to give it a nice effect. I also used other types of vinyl for this design, like the puff I mentioned, regular and glitter vinyl to show you how the XTool machine cuts all this variety of heat transfer vinyl. We place a Teflon layer over the design and press at 320 degrees Fahrenheit, which is approximately 160 degrees Celsius, for 20 seconds. Then we carefully remove the clear film and move on to the next layer. We put the previous film back on to protect the design along with the Teflon layer and press again at the same temperature and time. And so on, we continue with the next layers. And done. Look how beautiful our design looks pressed onto the fabric bag. It's perfect for a teacher to carry books, notebooks, or whatever you want. It turned out spectacular. Perfect for back to school in style. And now, to close this video with a bang, a project I love. We're going to personalize tumblers. For this project, we will need the rotary accessory and the compatible risers for the XTool machine. First, we remove the metal base of the machine and place the rotary accessory in its place. We connect it to the back of the machine and refresh the software. You'll immediately see the image of the tumbler on the screen. Then we select the process mode. In this case, it will be the rotary accessory. We position the green line on the left edge of the tumbler, making sure it is well aligned. Then press this icon here to measure the height from the tumbler to the laser and let it do it automatically. Adjust the green line again on the left edge of the tumbler. Then we select the material we're going to engrave, in this case, a stainless steel tumbler. Next, we import the design, place it right next to the green line, and when it's ready, send it to engrave. If at the end you see the design in black, don't worry. I simply clean it with a magic eraser sponge, and it looks perfect. Look how beautiful this personalized tumbler look using the XTool and its rotary accessory. They are ideal to give as a gift to a teacher, surprise your kids, or even offer as part of your personalized product catalog. Well, I sincerely hope this video has pleased you and above all, that it has been useful and inspiring for you to create your own projects. You have seen how easy and beautiful it is to personalize with the help of the XTool machine and all the accessories we use today. Remember, all the links to the products, accessories, designs, and also the equipment I use in this video are in the description. There you can find everything if you want to replicate any of these projects or try your own creative ideas. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so you will get notified whenever I upload new content. That helps me a lot to keep creating more ideas and tutorials like this one for you. Thank you so much for joining me, for your time, and for being part of this lovely creative community. I send you a big hug, and I'll see you in the next video with more ideas to keep creating together.